She wants to be in Qatar with her family and fulfill her career dreams. As a foreigner living with AIDS, she faces deportation.
It's like being like a rat. It's always finding loopholes.
Fatima was given a blood transfusion after the birth of her second child in Saudi Arabia. It was through that tainted blood that she contracted HIV. She was forced to leave the country. The deportation of foreigners with HIV is policy across the Arab Gulf states. Blood tests are compulsory before residency permits and work visas are issued. And anyone applying and found to be HIV positive is thrown out of the country. In the last 10 years, Fatima has followed her husband and family from Saudi Arabia to Oman, Dubai, and now here.
I don't want to leave my family. They could deny me residency, but that would mean that I would leave my husband and 2 daughters without a mother. Why should we create another social problem?
Every few months, Fatima leaves to renew her tourist visa, never sure whether she will be allowed back in. She's a professional and wants to work here long term, but that requires the paperwork. To get the paperwork, she has to take the blood test.
I had a lot of ideas for the future, but I didn't fulfill my life. Not even my half-life, quarter of a life.
Health officials here in Qatar claim they have some of the most forward-thinking programs on HIV/AIDS in the region. There's increasing emphasis on education and working with local religious leaders to battle the stigma associated with the virus. Its policy towards dealing with foreigners with HIV, however, is staunchly defended. This doctor saved Fatima's life last year when she collapsed. He says Qatar's policy is different to that in other Gulf states, where any foreigner with HIV is deported.
Qatar and the GCC countries don't want people who have a chronic disease to come to live in Doha, because that adds only to the burden of healthcare. If we find that somebody living in the country has HIV, then he is not ejected out of the country. It's only people who have no social support. It's better for their own sake that they go back home.
The United Nations AIDS body is petitioning Qatar and the United Arab Emirates to offer treatment over deportation. It says current policy only hinders AIDS prevention.
But it's internationally recognized that this is not helpful at all, and it doesn't make any sense from the public health point of view.
For Fatima, keeping her dreams alive remains a constant challenge.
I always had hope. I always didn't want to believe that was it for me. I had hope.
Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Doha.